Welcome to Hilary Emmanuel Ministries, where faith meets power, purity and prosperity, and breakthroughs are born. At Diadem, we equip you with bold prayers, life-transforming teachings, and spiritual strategies to overcome every challenge life throws your way. Join us as we dive into God's Word, experience His presence like never before, and walk in His purpose for our lives. If you're in London, we invite you to fellowship with us in person at Diadem, 4 Pegamoid Road, N18 2NG. Don't forget to subscribe now and let's grow in faith together.
Yesterday, we had some of the things that made life hard and difficult for us in this year. And I thank God for what the Lord did with that cry. And today, brethren, we are going to cry again. We're going to cry again because remember the whole program we are doing is for preparation for next year. We are preparing for next year. And so today's cry is going to be in a different dimension. We are doing what I call heavy battle cry against the preparations and advantages of darkness for the new year. Heavy battle cry against the preparations and advantages of darkness for the new year. So as the year is ending, every person is preparing for the new year. Children of darkness, they understand it more than the children of light. They know this mystery more than the people of God. If you go around the whole world, you see people of God celebrating Christmas, celebrating all kinds of things, eating and drinking, jumping up. Meanwhile, those who understand the mystery of what we are talking about, they have been preparing for next year for months going back. Look at the Bible with me. 1 Chronicles chapter 20. 1 Chronicles chapter 20, look at verse 1. And it came to pass that after the year was expired, just like this year is about to expire now, this year is expiring, just few days left, for this year to expire. So brethren, what we are doing now did not start with us. Started from the ancient time, from the Bible days. And that's why the Bible says that these things happened to them in the Old Testament. And they were written down because of us at the time. So which means it was a practice, a common practice. At the time when kings go out to battle, at the times. So it's a practice that when the year is expiring, kings will prepare and go and fight. What are they fighting for? Why are they fighting? They are fighting to get enough wealth and blessing for the new year. They are fighting to accumulate enough prosperity for that they will spend in the new year. National budget, their kingdom budget, that's where they gather, they collect it from those who did not prepare. And if you are a king and you have a kingdom, and you have a territory, and you did not prepare for this period, people who are prepared will come. Let me show you what happened. So, when the time came, you will always look around and say, which king didn't prepare? Which king has been eating and drinking and dancing since? Joab led forth the power of the army. So, which means the army of David was very powerful. But do you know there are kingdoms that will not have a powerful army? That will not even bother to train an army, to prepare an army to defend themselves, or to even look for a way to collect wealth from others. So Joab led the strength, the power of the army, and wasted the country of the children of Ammon. Those who didn't prepare. The children of Ammon, all through the year, it was easy for them to wipe them out. They wasted them. They cleared them out of the way. And they came and besieged Rabbah. Why did they besiege Rabbah? Rabbah prepared. So it was difficult to take Rabbah, so they have to surround them and lay ambush and lay siege on them. It was not as easy as Ammon. Not as easy as Ammon. Because Rabbah, the same 100% of Christians that are like Ammon, no simple preparation, those ones they run over them in seconds. They are Christians that did not prepare adequately enough, like Rabbah. They might take few days before they run them over. They will still resist a little bit, but they will still crush them. So they smote Rabbah and destroyed it. Verse 2. And David took the crown of their king from off his head. They had a king that had a crown. And look at what he said. And found it to be a talent of gold. So So which means it was a very prosperous kingdom. These things happened physically in their own time. We look for children of God that have crowns like Rabba, like Ammon, and they will overrun them and collect their crown and find precious things on their crown. So David, the whole kingdom of Israel, David, no crown. And look at what they did now. Look at what they did. Follow me. And he brought also exceeding, take note of that language, exceeding much spoil out of the city. The budget for the next year settled. They have money to spend next year. This is what is going on spiritually. Those who are spiritually prepared, they always have advantage. Those who are spiritually prepared. And when they come upon those who are not prepared, and it's what they collect from them, they will enjoy their lives next year. Things don't happen in a vacuum, and they are real. They are real. Some people I'm talking to Christianity now. They have already conquered them in November. They've conquered some in October. They conquered some in December. And so going into the new year, they are already defeated. They have been spoiled already. There's nothing left. So they will only go to the new year and just be troubling themselves, be shaking their head and be running up and down. Because of what? They were not prepared. The enemies had advantage. The enemies were well prepared. Now look at what they did. Verse 3. And he brought out the people that were in it, the people that were in the city, he brought them out. And began to cut them with swords. Use sword to find them, to cut them in pieces. And with arrow of iron, and with axes, he used axes to chop them in pieces. Also then David with all the cities of the children of Ammon. And David and all the people returned to Jerusalem. We have been fighting against the Philistines from the days when, even before they went to Egypt. Now they are back again now. More in gold judges, they will be fighting against us since they came back. Getting to the time of David now, they fought against the Philistines. And Elhanan, the son of Jeth, similarly, the brother of Goliath the Gittite, whose spear staff was like a river's beam. And yet again, there was no Gath, that's another city of the Philistines. Where was a man of great stature, whose fingers and toes were 4 and 20, 6 on each hand, and 6 on each foot. And he also was of the son of the giants. When he defied Israel, Jonathan the son of Shimeah, David's brother, slew him. Why was it easy for David to be slaying them like this? Preparation. If David also was not prepared, I will show you another person that was not prepared. If David was not prepared, he would have come to slay David also. Preparations. And unfortunately, many times the enemies are more prepared than Christians. Darkness is not prepared. But then you know that all this one we are up and down jumping, you will watch it now, New Year night. You see Christians shouting, jumping up, they are already making noise. Do you know that there are people for the past 5, 6, 7 months, they've locked themselves up in a dark room where they don't see light. They don't see light. Some of them feed only on liquid. Some eat only fruit, some drink only water, and they stay there doing enchantment and incantation, summoning all kinds of spirits from the planets, from the earth, from the waters, all that such intense sacrifice. And by the time they will spend long time there, those spirits will answer them. The spirit must come because of sacrifice. And by the time they come like that, and they give them what they are asking for, do you now see that they have advantage? Do you see they have advantage? Do you now see that they are well prepared? Do you now see, depending on what they request, they don't want to walk. Those power, all it takes is to give them one demon only. Why? Because they've prepared and they have advantage. While Christians, they didn't prepare for anything. We just think that this earth exists like this. But then what is in the spirit realm is far greater than what we see with our eyes. And it is the spirit realm that controls the physical realm. So we just think that the world is around to go to work, come back, and go and sleep, wake up. No. There's so much more than that. Deep mysteries around us. And those who understand this mystery, they prepare for it. They key into it. And they always have advantage. What we just want to do today is to cry to our God. That as for preparation, they have prepared. As for advantage, they have advantage. Or because look at it now, this year, how many fasting did we fast for you? You know, like how you go and compare yourself with somebody that has not eaten for the last 7 months. You go and compare yourself with somebody that has not slept from 12 midnight till 5 a.m. or 7 a.m. every day for 7 months. Do you see the advantage I'm talking about? You can compare yourself with somebody that has shed blood as sacrifice, that has put blood down. So do you see that they have advantage? So all we want to do today is to cry to our God, say, please have mercy on your people. Allow the preparations and the advantage of darkness to ruin us in the new year, to destroy us in the new year. You can see the kind of creatures coming out. You can see the kind of creatures have 6 fingers, 6 to 24. And you are bringing 5. So these are the things we are talking about. And preparations matter. Preparation. When the Lord Jesus Christ was teaching about the 10 virgins, he said 5 were wise, 5 were foolish. What was the whole sense of the wisdom and the foolishness? It's all about preparation. All about preparation. Those who were prepared, those are the wise ones. Those who were not prepared, they are the foolish ones. Preparation. 1 Samuel 13. Samuel 13. Look at verse 15. Because this point, Samuel had been a king, and King Saul was not doing well, and God was not happy with him. Samuel arose and got him up from Geba to Gibeah of Benjamin. And Saul numbered the people that were present with him, about 600 men. You remember how many David had? David had only 400. This one even had 600. So he had 600 soldiers with him to go and fight the war. Verse 16. And Saul and Jonathan his son and the people that were present with, but the Philistines encamped in Michmash. The same Philistines David fought against. The same Philistines. So they were encamped in Michmash, verse 17, and the spoilers. Do you see the name they call them? The spoilers. These are the rovers. The spoilers came out of the camp of the Philistines. They have specialist army. King Saul didn't have this one. Do you see the level of preparedness of the Philistines? They had people that are fighting on horses, that they cavalry. They had spoilers. They had rovers. They had all kinds of units. That's preparation. So the first sent out the spoilers. So the spoilers came out on the count of it in 3 companies. One company turned out to the way that needed to Oprah, on the land of Shura. And another company turned the way of Betron. Another company turned the way of Oboda that looked to the valley of Now. There was no fight. Verse 19. Look at the people of God, the side of the children of God. Now, there was no smith, no blacksmith found throughout all the whole land of Israel. These are the people going to fight war. Not even blacksmith to make knife for them. Not one blacksmith. So, which means, brethren, that all these years, throughout the whole year, no person can come out and say, let me go and learn blacksmith. Let me go and even learn how to put iron inside fire and use something to heat it and sharpen it and then make it sword. No preparation. What were they doing? Possibly jumping up and down, eating and drinking, going to work and coming back. No blacksmith, not one, the whole entire Israel. Look at the Philistines. But the Philistines said, let the Hebrews make themselves swords or spears. So you see how prepared they were? They have prepared their own swords and spears, and they made sure that Israel couldn't prepare their own. Verse 20. But all the Israelites, all of them, the Israelites, they went down to the Philistines to sharpen every man his shield and his conker and his axe and his mattock. If not, this stone used to sharpen knife. Israel couldn't cut stone and bring one stone out from the bush and say, come and sharpen. It's in the house of the Philistines they go to sharpen their own knife. Do you see Christianity? Do you see the people of God? How unprepared we are. Do you see that there's no day we are a match for darkness? It's only by the mercies of God that we are surviving. So you are going to fight an enemy, and it's the enemy you depend on to go and sharpen your knife in his house. So verse 21. Yet, when they go to the Philistines, when they go there to sharpen those things, yet they have a fact. So the Philistines now told them to create a line, because all of them came. So they created a line. If you have knife, stay here. So the Philistines will count them. How many people have knife among them? 20 people came with mattock. 3. How many people have axe? 4. And then you want that people you want to go and fight. When enemies can predict you, you are living at the enemy's mercy. So they had a fight for the mattock and for the corner and for the fox and for the asses. So it came to pass. No sword nor spear was found in the hand of any people that were with Saul and Jonathan. Nobody had sword. But only Jonathan and Saul, in fact, only two of them had sword. Maybe they didn't join them to go and sharpen their own. Verse 23. And the garrison of the Philistines went out to the passage of garrison. They had an arranged army. They had specialists. They had all kinds of well-trained army with good weapons. Do you now understand why King Saul went to that battle? Why it was very easy for the Philistines to kill him? Do you understand now? Because they were not prepared. They were not prepared. You know, before, when they told me that Jehovah God will fight for them, the enemies. But this time around, God was not with them. So they were on their own. No preparation. No single preparation. They cut his head and tied his body and his head on the idol on their shrine. That's when the enemies are well prepared and they have advantage. But when it came to the time of David, it wasn't like that. Because David was prepared. In fact, it was the story of David that gave us idea that this was a practice every year. That when the year will expire, kings will get ready and go and fight for the next year. Thank God we are doing nothing in their hand at all, sir. Nothing. But what we want to do here today, brethren, is to tap into the power of our God. We don't have the advantage. It's true. They have the resources. They have everything. And they take advantage of all those things. But we also have Jehovah God. We have Jehovah. We have the man of war himself. We have Jehovah Sabbath. We have the God that fights without weapons. And so what we want to do here today is what is written in the scriptures. We just want to keep to the power of our God. He has all the weapons. We might not have the weapon, but our God has all the weapons. We want to keep to the same weapon. And that's why today is a battle cry. Remember what the Lord told us at the beginning of this program? When he taught us the mystery of blowing the trumpet. He said, when we come out of the battle, we should blow the trumpet. And then God will take over by himself and begin to fight the battle. So the battle cry here today is to cry and say, Lord, arise and fight by yourself. Against all the war preparations of our enemies and all the advantages they have against us going into the new year. Look at verse 10. Isaiah 47 verse 10. He said, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Trust in their sacrifices. They will trust in all their enchantment and everything. He said, thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Nobody sees anything. Thou said, nobody said to me, thy wisdom, because they have wisdom and knowledge. They have the understanding of spiritual things. I am and none else beside me. Do you see their boasting? They say that who is that was going to challenge them? That they have ruled the earth. They control the wealth of the earth. They control the politics. They control the economy. They control the religion. They control everything of how they boast. They say none else beside me. Verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. And that's what our cry here is going to do. Our cry will invoke evil from Jehovah God. And that evil will come upon them. Thou shalt not know from whence it rises. They will not know where it's coming from. And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt. So it's not a thing. What is going to happen here today? When we cry strongly from our spirit, they will not be able to put it off. It's all the enchantment they have prepared themselves with from January till now. All the enchantment they have been doing in darkness upon different satanic altars and shrine. He said, let them stand with that enchantment. He said, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from the beginning of the year. He says, stand together with it. Thou shalt be able to profit from it. But do you know that there are astrologers things in our world? Do you know that there are astrologers existing in our world? And they are very active, extremely active. He said they are stargazers. The stargazers. These are aspects that we don't bother ourselves. We don't care. We don't even make research and find out what is going on. This group of people, because every time we cry here, the star will arise. They look at the star and they decipher the star and discover this one is not in our group. This one doesn't seem to be in any club. This one seems to be a Christian. What do you think they will do to the star? They will attack the star. So that's why you see the Lord is saying that, you say all those people that prepare these things for them, the stargazers, the astrologers, and the monthly prognosticators. These are the ones that try to control every month. They read the month ahead and tell you everything inside the month. They can prophesy, tell you the whole thing the month is going to bring. The desolation, it's our cry here, the battle cry of our God that will bring those things. He said that all their magicians and all that will not be able to save them. The Lord is going to kill you with fire and burn down all their preparations for next year, and burn down all the advantages they have already going into the new year. He said they will come to stubble, the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. This is what our target here today is, brethren. This is what we want our cry, the battle cry to achieve for us here today. That they will not be able to deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a cold war, nor fire to see before in verse 15. Thus shall they be. Whom thou hast labored, even thy market labor, thy merchants. Do you see how many groups are involved in this? Do you see how many groups are involved in this? Those stargazers, the multiple people, those are the ones that lock themselves inside the room. Those ones don't come out. Those ones are the grandmasters. They don't see the sun. They live inside pure darkness and they use enchantment and sorcery, beneficiaries. And they say it's going to burn them with fire. So our cry here today should come from inside our whole being. Let the anger of God kindle that fire and let it burn them. That's what we are here to do today. Every battle cry, the time we have never cried before. So that going into the new year, we are not going in the position of disadvantage. We are not going in as an inferior people. With some people already having advantage over us before we even get to the new year. So this is what we want to cry here today. And I pray for you that sleep will not rob you. Tiredness will not rob you. The Lord will give you the strength. So that you yourself will know that this is your own preparation too. So that you know that this is going to be your own advantage too. That you are going into the new year fully prepared and in advantage. Let's close our eyes. So we will thank the Lord, say, my God and my Father, forgive me, Lord, for all my laziness throughout the whole year.
Thank you for watching. If this message blessed you, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to join our growing community of faith. You've just listened to the sermon, but there are powerful prayers that follow. Due to social media rules and guidelines, the prayers have been removed from this video. However, you can access the full prayers and more life-changing resources by visiting www.pastorhillary.org or downloading our app, Diadem Media. If you're in the London area, we'd love to have you fellowship with us in person at 4 Pegamoid Road, N18 2NG. If you have any questions about this message, want counseling from Pastor Hillary, or wish to share your testimonies following the prayers, please leave a comment below and someone from our team will get in touch. Until next time, may God bless you abundantly and guide you in all your ways. Stay victorious.